What's good, my peoples? It's your main man Solace here. I want to give y'all some ancient lost truth, and I need everyone to grasp because this is very important. This is the beginnings of you becoming back one with the all and knowing all things. So I'm about to give y'all a jewel. Please polish it. Now, the light is evil. We must truly grasp this. This is going back to the beginnings. Now, I say the light is evil in a sense of meaning negative. It comes from the negative force. But I have an understanding on life from its beginnings in its truth. So when I speak of evil, I'm just speaking in a way to reach y'all and how y'all view negative. So I'm gonna basically reach y'all now through the way y'all view negative in a sense of good and bad. But my understanding goes past good, bad, female, male, the things that y'all focus on. But I'm gonna break that down. I'm gonna reach y'all through that. Now, we know animals retreat from light or fire. Even ancient men were scared of the light. They knew something we have lost about light. They understood that the darkness was what all things came from. They understood this. So the darkness was like the all, that was the comfort, it was embracing. The light was more or less like a defense mechanism. Light was used to force a person or a thing into darkness. Because when you present light, most things retreat from it. Yeah. So we retreated from the light. All things did. It was almost like you retreated from the light to be in the comfort of the darkness, which is the all. So we have to truly grasp this and understand. How did light become good and darkness become bad? How did that happen? So we must truly get to a level to understand. Now, when I broke down the lemon batteries, I did that for a reason because I was hoping to spark a thought in someone's brain, basically hoping that y'all would go and research and understand what makes the lemon produce energy to where you can light a bulb or whatever with it. And you looking into that, then you may ask the question, well, how long will this last? How long will this energy last? Meaning if I used a bunch of lemons to light up a light bulb, how long would the bulb stay lit? And then you finding out that information, you would come to find out that the bulb will stay lit as long as the juice within the lemon is still there. Basically meaning whatever you're powering is sucking the life out of the lemon. So you would no longer be able to use the lemon for the nutrients of your body or whatever. Now you can always take the seed out and replant more lemons, but you grasp the point. So it's sucking the life out the lemon to power whatever you're powering. Then in you understanding that, then you would understand, okay, so maybe using lemons to power something isn't such a good thing. Let me find something else that I can power it with. And then you understanding other things to power it with, you can come to understand how light is not that good of a thing because it sucks the life out of whatever it's powering. And this is why we have day and we have night. And we need to truly understand this. You have your time period for light. It is called daytime. You have your period for darkness. It is called night. You are supposed to embrace both equally the same, understanding that the day came from the night. We lost on that. We avoid the night. When nighttime come, we put lights, artificial light, to remove ourselves from the darkness, which is the all. So we live in a upside down or inside out or reversed way of life. We going against the life because we have no understanding of the universe and the knowledge it provides to us. Now, why is light and darkness the way we get it, day and night, important? And we shouldn't try to alter that. Because your pupil, let's put it to you like this. Your eye is equal to the galaxy. Your pupil is likened to the black hole of the galaxy. The darkness of space is all things because everything is in it. So you have to understand that and now relay that to your eye. Now, what does light do to your eye? It makes the pupil go smaller. This is the all. The darkness of your eye shrinks when you come into contact with light. When the light is removed, the all spreads back out in the eye. Now, what happens to a black hole when it sucks in light? You can actually see the perimeter of the darkness, and all the light would be around it as it's sucking it in. And once the light is sucked in, you see nothing. That circle that was darkness and the light was around it, everything becomes darkness now, similar to the eye when it's in darkness. Now relay that to the innards of your body, and you can understand day and night, and how it's always daytime for the life inside of us almost, because we're always in light. So it's a deep thing. This is how you acquire knowledge, from understanding as above, so below. Understanding bodies within bodies, worlds within worlds. Understanding what you will ascend to, so you can understand how you're how you're maneuvering now. So it's a very simple thing, but at the same time, it's a deep thing. So your eye is the window to the soul, which is the innards of your body, which is the innards of the world. The eye of the black hole is the window to the soul, which is the inner, which is what's inside of the body. So when I say the galaxy is a being or a person, or the sun is the being or a person, the brain of it, this is not pseudo talk. This is reality that you can see. As above is likened to below. So if you know your eye is exactly like space, now try to grasp that, because I can take you deeper. Your pupil is the black hole. Around it is the light. We all have the white part of the eye. What is that? What is in space likened to the white part? Because it's almost as if the white part would be the true all. Now, this has nothing to do with white people or black people. So please remove yourself out of dodo bird land. Because I know how we get. We just cannot grasp universal knowledge. It has to be man knowledge. But if you can grasp what I'm saying and understand your eye, you can understand space. I'm not going to break that down as of yet because y'all not ready for that. And that goes off of what I'm trying to explain to y'all, which is darkness is the good. The light is representative of what y'all would call bad. So we have to understand, we are at a point where the eyes are unadjustable now. Why? Because we alter the times of days, how we feel fit. So when it's daytime and the sun is out, you're indoors somewhere, removing yourself from that light. When it's nighttime, you're indoors somewhere where you have it lit up, making your eyes unadjustable. So now when we're out in the darkness, we can't see. We quick to cut on lights. And it only handicaps the eyesight more. So we have to understand, the handicaps of the body are the brain. Only 5% of the brain is being in use. It's because of the things we do that suppress the abilities that we have. So no one's seeing truly how their eyes should, because everyone's eyes are weakened. Why? When you go into the sunlight, your eyes hurt. You quick to put on shades. Children ain't. Interesting, right? When it's nighttime, you quick to get some light so you could see. Children can see fine in the dark. And this is my point. The older we get, the more we stray away from the natural truth that we are already aligned with when we're born. This is why a baby cries when it comes out of the darkness, because this light is foreign. What the fuck is that? And we have to understand this. Even in religion, you are taught this. I don't care what your religion is. In your religion, you are taught darkness is God and the light is Satan or Lucifer. You are told that in your religion. Somehow we reversed it. In the beginning, it was darkness, and the light came forth from the darkness. And the light is where the Lucifer story comes from. He's the light bearer. Everything about Lucifer is negative in the sense of how we speak. So that means everything of the darkness would be good. See, you have to understand, you create spiritually in darkness, which is nighttime. At nighttime, you should be thinking and pulling from the universe, understanding, creating within your mind. And in the daytime, you physically create that reality. So the day is the physical and the night is the spiritual. And we are all from the spiritual or the darkness. That is your comfort. That is the all. We are completely scared of that now. If a man comes and tells you darkness is good, light is bad, you will say he's the devil. Mind you, the devil is the light. So how do you speak confounded within yourself? But we say we're enlightened. But how are you enlightened if you understand that light came from darkness? Solace is in darkness. Solace understands the universe, which is the darkness. That all the lighted up stars and galaxies and all the lighted things you see reside within the darkness. When you look up in space and you see all the lights and that is all within that darkness that you see, that is around it. That is the all. That is God. You have to understand that. So now when you moving through life, you can move in accordance with life. That's why I said this is the first beginnings for you to grasp understanding on truth. Because right now we live in reverse. So now teachers are speaking lies, but they think it's truth because everything is reversed. We are reaching from the man's perspective instead of the all perspective. Because man is not the highest form of life. Life is the highest form of life, and anything that has it should feel lucky. As opposed to feel like, no, I am the height of life. This is the Satan. This is the Lucifer. This is what we all become. When we go into the light, then you say and you see things from the perspective of where you are. Stopping your ascent and disconnecting you from the micro life, which is your beginnings. So you disconnect yourself from the all, which is the future, which is what you are to ascend to, and you disconnect yourself from the sperm and the cells before that, to now where you're just in the third dimension, and anything you speak of is likened to that because there's no understanding of the all. We have boxed ourselves into a third dimension. Anything that we do it to ourselves, and then we build on those lies to the point where we can't even find the truth. So when a man like me comes and say, reach for darkness, you would look at me and say, he is insane. Mind you, your religion says what I say. But you're not listening to the book. You're listening to the religion, which was started by the man. And then when the man alters the book to coalesce with the religion, all becomes lost, and you have no sense of perception to realize, hold on, that's manly stuff. It has nothing to do with the universe. Let me watch life. If you watched animals and you seen how they retreated from the light, you would know. But we don't pay attention to life. You run from life. We need to truly understand what is truth and what is lie. If you're reaching for the light, just know you are reaching for the lie. You must get accustomed and back comfortable with darkness, because that is where all truth is. Your light is within that darkness. If a whole house is dark and you light up one room, that lighted room is within that dark house. The light always comes from the dark. Satan came from the devil. You are physical. You can be seen. You're a lighted being in a sense. You came from the darkness. When you were a baby, you came from the darkness of the womb to the light of this world. So you have to understand what is superior and what is inferior. Light is for you to learn. Darkness. Darkness don't teach you light. It just brings forth light to bring you more into the darkness. Now, grasp what I said. The more you go into the light, the more lost you become. And this is how we see darkness, as a man being lost. Mind you, the more you go into the light, the more lost you become. Look at a star. The more famous that star becomes, which is the limelight, the more darkness and lost they become from who they truly was. So however we jumble or flip or misconstrue truth, it will still be right there within the lie. So however you flip whatever I said, darkness will always be superior. It will always be that truth. No matter how you try to confound what I just said. You can flip it, switch it. You can say, oh, but you just said light is good because it pushes you back to darkness. Darkness is still superior. I understand nothing is truly bad. Everything is for its purpose, negative and positive. This is how you got the life. So I clearly understand that, but I understand that the light is for the purpose of the darkness. The darkness is all. This is what you pull to ascend to. All the knowledge lies within the darkness. Pull from within yourself. Within you is the darkness. Pull from that. Not from what you can see in this world and what men are saying, but pull from the darkness of the universe and looking at how everything maneuvers with the universe. We got the animals fucked up. We got the animals gay. We got the animals comfortable with fire and light now. We make all things lost because we hold ourselves higher than all things. And this cuts us off from grasping any true understanding of anything. But if you get nothing out of me, get that light is evil in the sense of what shall see evil as. So when you say you're enlightened, or you're reaching for the light, you're reaching for nothingness. The darkness is where all came from. The ancients knew this. At nighttime, they let it be night. They could see in the night because they didn't alter the night with lights. So their eyes were adjusted to the night. And when day came, their eyes were adjusted to that. They went with the earth. They didn't build big-ass houses to cut themselves off from the world in life. They went in a small box or shelter anywhere to sleep. Just for sleep. Entertainment was the life. You wake up, you get to observe and learn and see. Just from being out. Whether it's night or day, you can always observe and see. This is like watching TV and being entertained because you're learning. When you're watching TV, you're learning nothingness. Now, I'm not telling you not to watch TV or not to do nothing and go into cave times. I am telling you to never get strayed off of truth. And we are completely strayed off truth. I am the path back to that truth. Whether you like me or not, get to the truth. There's nothing I just said that you cannot grasp. that you can dispute. It's nothing that needs to be added on. Just understand it. When nighttime comes, understand that all the street lights and all of these things are blocking you off from the mighty all and the understanding. Because when you look up, you can't even see darkness like that. It looks light. Clouds, they reflect light. So the street lights and all of these things have their effects on blinding you from seeing truth, which is all within the darkness. It's a deep thing. It's your main man, Solace. Get up on this universal knowledge. Share this shit. Share the knowledge, the truth. Not the things men debate and argue about. Share the undebatable truth that you see in Solace videos. Oh boy, enjoy the day.